Good morning, and thank you for joining us via our XPunch WebEx online seminar. My name is Jamie Bridge. I'm with WebNFX, who's the developer of the XPunch online time management site. For today's seminar, it's actually divided into two sections. These are available for later viewing through two separate archive files, which will be made available via YouTube and other links. These details will be provided in the email to you, which will follow the seminar. The first section, the first segment of the seminar today, will cover what is XPunch and why people use XPunch in a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. The second half of the seminar we'll cover how to use XPunch, how to set up an account, and some of the best practices for use with the xpunch.com website. Now, for our first-time viewers with WebEx, the online seminar that we're using today, just a few housekeeping items to point out. All of our viewers are on mute, and this is to prevent background noise from occurring, so that for clarity. As well, there is a Q&A button available to you in your WebEx interface, which allows you to interact and ask questions. So let's get started. First of all, what is XPunch.com? It's an online time management solution that lets people track time, whether it's their own time, that of their employees, their clients, their projects, what have you. It's a forever, what we call a forever free product, meaning that you receive all of this, these service features. The full line of service features are available to you at no cost whatsoever. The service generates its revenue through its own banner advertising, which is similar to what you would see in, say, Windows Live Hotmail, where it's displayed in the upper portion of the product or off to a side. This service has been in operation since 2002, so it has been providing the service for quite some time. Why people use XPunch? It's very difficult with several pieces of paper, operating via pieces of paper that employees fill out and leave with the manager, or through email to track time. It just really doesn't make sense to operate this way. At the same time, most people have neither the time nor the budget to set up their own in-house time tracking software, and this is where XPunch comes in. XPunch provides a centralized site where you can log time spent on your projects or your accounts, or where your employees or where your clients can enter their hours. Since the project is online, it doesn't matter where people are. They can communicate directly and securely with you at where you're at one location, and they could be at several different locations in the country or around the world. It also means that there's no cost of ownership on your part, since you don't have to maintain the service. There's no employees, no IT employees to pay, no servers to maintain. We do all of that for you. How you use XPunch depends on who you are. Employees use it to compare the hours they work against the paycheck they receive. Employers ask their employees and suppliers to log their hours in XPunch for payroll and accounts payable reports. And professionals log time spent on clients and projects for billing purposes. So that concludes the first half of the webinar. The second half of the webinar, as I indicated, we will be moving on, and I will be actually walking you through the setup and the usage and the best practices. I'm just going to take a look here and see if there are any questions that came up. How many participants, employers, suppliers, or clients can you have to join your account? The question is, how many people basically can you have on your account? So how many employees or clients or suppliers could you have on your account? The answer to that is unlimited. There's an unlimited number of employees. We do not limit you in any way as to the number of people that you can have. The same goes actually for the number of projects and activities that you can have. There are no limit on the number of activities or the number of projects that you can have. The next question deals with being able to see what's going on. We have what's called a live status view that lets you see who's working at the moment and who is not. So this would be for employers who have their employees using XPunch.com logging on. They can tell what employee is working at the moment, what activity they're doing, whether they're on a break, or what project they're working on, etc. And that's all done live. Okay, another question it's related to what I mentioned earlier about location and how you're at a central location. And people are logging onto the XPunch website from anywhere in the country, basically, or anywhere in the world for that matter. So you can't see them physically, so the person here is concerned about whether the person's actually at work or not working. Well, we've actually taken that into consideration. You know exactly where someone is when they perform a clock punch on XPunch, and this is done through an IP logger, so you can tell exactly from which workstation the person was at. So you can tell if they were logging in from home or if they were logging in from the premises, etc. Next question. Editing of punches. And again, this is related to security. For instance, this actually ties in very well with the IP logging. If somebody punches in live, that is recorded. So you can tie in the precise time that somebody logged in at a precise workstation or in a precise building, thanks to XPunch. If that person were to, say, adjust their time afterwards, which they can do, that punch gets flagged as a manual punch at that time. So it's no longer considered a live punch, which means they could have edited it from home or from another location to correct an error that they may have made, or if they forgot to punch out. A question about an interface. This is actually an online product, so the interface is online. Everything is done through the website. That being said, however, in technical terms, what we call the GUI, the graphical user interface, is very clean. It's very professional, very easy to use. If you can use a product like Microsoft Outlook, then you can use this. If you can punch in and punch out, it's as simple as that, then your employees should have no problem using this. In fact, there's a setup wizard for the manager that enables you to set up your account and adjust the site to your own company's environment, and there's filters, etc., to allow you either simplified or detailed reports of your data to come out. And that's it that I see here for the questions. So I'm just going to take a pause, switch over the software to the site, and show you a little bit about the site. If you're watching the archived version of this webinar, this video will stop now, and you'll want to look for part 2 of this video. And the only reason I'm doing that is to keep these under 10 minutes for YouTube. Alright, so we'll see you in a few seconds. Thank you.